Who's older? When you first met, who made the first move? Who's a better driver?
Don't look. You can't look.
Who's been in more car accidents? Who studied the hardest in school? Who's smarter? Who's more creative? Who's better at keeping secrets?
No cheating. You guys gotta make a choice.
Who will do most of the cooking?
Oh, he knows her well.
Who's most likely to get injured? Who's most likely to get sunburned? Who's most likely to be late? Who's a better dresser? Who has the smelliest feet? Who said I love you first?
Who said I love you first? Here.
Who starts all the arguments? Who's first to say I'm sorry? Who spends more money? Who's going to pay the bills? Now this is the most important one. Who controls the remote?
Say it right into the microphone, honey.
Who's most likely to be grumpy? Who's most likely to get lost? Who's messier? Who do you love more than anyone in the world? Very cute.
Is that it?
Very good. Thanks, guys.
So I don't know what next.
I have no idea. You could ask them.
May 12th, 1993, October 25th, 1992.
It's only 5 months different.
That's what you want to know, Renee? What do you want to know? All right.
We met on a blind date a long time ago in October. So we met on our friend Lauren set us up. So she knew Spencer because she went to Jerusalem with him. And I knew her because she was in my ward for a long time. And we were actually going to be roommates, but then she got married. So that didn't happen. But so she set us up on a blind date. And we were actually supposed to go out 2 years before that, a year and a half before that, but it didn't happen. And then it just happened later. And it was awesome because Spencer was dating somebody. And I just gotten out of a relationship and I was not in a dating mood. So it just didn't happen. But yeah, and we met and some blind dates actually work out, which was great. And I just figured out who's pretty awesome. On our date, we carved pumpkins.
We did.
Yeah. How'd you get me to ski, Spence?
Like Aster.
He just has a really cute smile when he asked me.
Oh, Oh, we have such a good video though of you.
I know.
If we had a way to project a video of Erin skiing for the most recent time in 8 years or however many years, 11 years, we would share it with you. We could share the audio, but not the same.
Because he does double backflips on snow. I don't know. Why did you say I would be?
So because I land tricks, I guess, so you don't get hurt.
Let's knock on wood, please. Knock on wood. Yeah, thank you. Any other questions? I think he's awesome. We're excited for tomorrow. And we're so happy all of you are here. You're all here because we really love you. And we were so excited for this dinner because we're like all of our favorite people that we love so much are all in one place. And we're so grateful for all the people that have traveled really far. And we're so happy to share this time with you guys. We're going to Tulum, Mexico for our honeymoon.
I think we have some toasts, so we'll start with those. Who's ready? Erin last Friday was probably in an airport in Ethiopia and Ireland coming from Zambia. And now she's here. I missed her a lot. Erin, who did you ask to give toasts? Josh, you ready? All right. So we'll just do feel free to change the order if you want, but if not, we'll go Josh, Heidi, Dad, Anna, and we'll proceed from there.
I've never done a toast before, but I had to Google a little bit to know what it is I'm supposed to do. So I think I'm supposed to talk about Spencer, but I'll start by talking about Erin. I admittedly don't know Erin extremely well yet. I mean, October, is that right? So not that long yet. But I know enough about Spencer to know that Erin had to be pretty special to just for the effect that I was seeing in Spencer. I knew, the moment I knew that Spencer would probably marry Erin was we were coming home from snowboarding, which we do a lot of, and he was talking about Erin, and Spencer said something along the lines of, with Erin, I just feel so much more potential than I ever thought I had. We can grow into something and be something extraordinary, having each other as a part of our lives. And I kind of went, whoa. This is, to hear, I mean, he went on to say so many just wonderful things about Erin, and, you know, knowing how highly I think of Spencer, to hear him talk about someone else that way, she had to be nothing short of exceptional. So that was kind of my first window into who Erin was, and I'm excited to get to know you better. But as for Spencer and I, we have been friends. We grew up together. I grew up here in Highland. We were on the same soccer team when we were little. We snowboarded a lot in high school, but it was pretty obvious to me very quickly that Spencer was not like most friends that I had. Spencer was that guy that would bring his scriptures on an overnight camping trip in high school. And, you know, that was a little strange to me in high school, but I get it now. And I mean that in the best way, of course. But Spencer is it's the kind of person you always want to have around. He was an example when we were younger and continues to be now. But we both served missions, and then we lived together as roommates at BYU, and that was where I think we became the friends that we are today. Spencer's one of the funnest people I know, I should say. Going snowboarding with Spencer, my favorite thing is I'm convinced that nobody else is having more fun than Spencer on the mountain. because he'll just be laughing to himself as he's going down the mountain, and you can just hear it. It's great. But sorry, this is kind of long. What sets Spencer apart from anyone I know is his loyalty to God, his principles, and his love for other people. For Spencer, it is as impressive as it is natural, his ability to pick out the people that need a little bit extra love and care and to just offer it. When I was irritated or impatient at someone who I viewed as an inconvenience, Spencer was understanding, caring, and empathetic. When somebody needed a priesthood blessing, Spencer was always the first person they thought of. I got to be his mission companion, I guess, or his home teaching companion. I don't know. Well, we weren't mission companions. That was confusing, but and I can really honestly say that anyone that has met Spencer is better for it. So to Spencer, thank you for being an example, for showing me how to truly love and care about people, for pushing me outside my comfort zone, for being the most loyal friend that I have. Dang it. For being downright fun to be around. To Spencer and Erin both, I truly am excited to see the extraordinary and exceptional things that you will do and become together.
Well, that's pretty tough to follow that one, but you can tell difference in generation. You know, I read on this piece of paper still, you know, but I'm okay with that. I feel okay about that. So, what I know some of you do the same thing, so I'm proud of that. This is, you know, what a neat opportunity, and I've been so lucky in the last couple months to get to know a little bit more of Erin. And I don't have any kids of my own, so when you don't have your own kids, your nieces and nephews take on a very big role in your life, bigger than you realize. Supportive, forgiving, they're just, it's huge. And some might be able to relate. But when I was thinking about, you know, Spence and all this through the years, he, kind of what Josh just said, he has a way, and anyone that knows Spence, he can walk in a room and everything's okay. He makes you feel like you're the most important person in the world, that, you know, just, you're welcome. You feel good around Spence. And what's been so fun is to start feeling that same thing from Erin. And what a fun addition. But enough of me on this. What I kind of thought I'd do differently is my other nieces and nephews that are here, you get so sick of what the old people say and the adults. So I have asked them, with their expertise, to help me with this part. And they have some advice of what happy marriages look like, what it takes. So here we go. Benny, snowboard 60 times a year. Hiram, get Cindy. I had to ask what that meant. So Stevie followed up by, you can never get to Cindy. Cindy, where's Hiram? Hiram had to explain it. Maybe I'll have Spence explain Cindy. I will not do it justice, because clearly I had to ask what it was.
Just doing tricks.
Get Cindy. Okay. Anna, love doing dishes. Tyler, we are what we consistently do. Madison, and what's kind of fun is all these are present right now on this. And Spence is in this crowd. He's the first one of this cousin crowd to get married, so it's kind of fun. Well, we have some older ones married, but Madison, keep it simple, get along. Savannah, people that think together but not alike, and the wife is always right. Michael Taylor, just good luck. That's someone in his first year of college, and he's smart. He knows things. Matt, get a lot of ice cream. Malia, don't live in the middle of nowhere. Um, yeah, that's. So you're saying Iowa is the center of the universe? It is. Iowa is the center of the universe. Lock in. Laugh a lot. Be funny. My favorite one, though, is Andrea, my sister, Spence's aunt. I didn't ask any of the aunts or uncles for this piece, but Anne sent one to me anyway. And I'll let you try and interpret why she sent me this. She said, enjoy the journey and be someone who is fun to travel with. So she'd been 2 days on the road from Iowa. So I don't know why she'd feel the need to add that one. But anyway, best of luck. You've got a huge fan club, both you guys, and what fun adventures ahead. A lot of cheering for you, and a lot are there when times get rough and to help you make it along the way. But we love you all, and happy trails.
I'll be brief. This is kind of like Josh's memory. There's two things I wanted to share as I thought about what I would say tonight. The first one was sitting in a car, probably October of last year. I can picture it like it was yesterday. Spencer and I are in my car, somewhere maybe 400 east, 400 north Provo, and we're talking about a lot of different things. And I don't know if I brought it up or he brought it up, but I've seen Spencer with some other girlfriends and other people, and as a dad, you always wonder, will something come out of this? And Spencer turned to me and said, I've never felt this way about somebody. Dad, when I leave her, I want to be better. And I can't think of a bigger compliment, Erin, that he could pay to you. I don't know that I knew what would happen, and as a dad, I try not to guess. I just want whatever's going to happen, and God bless us all. But I just I can't think of a bigger compliment, Erin, that someone who has an incredible heart could pay to you. The other thing that I wanted to share, if you'll forgive, it's really what I want to share. I've lived long enough, and some of you have too, to have a storm or two blow your way in life. Sometimes life throws you things you don't expect, and we all know what that's like. And I thought of the two of you together, and what came to mind was a servant boy early in the morning going outside in Dothan and noticing chariots and the armies of Syria surrounding. And this boy, in panic, turns to the prophet Elisha and says, I don't know what he says. It's not in the scriptures. Oh my gosh, look who's out here. We're dead. We're history. We're toast. Whatever he said. And Elisha's answer is, fear not. Them that be with us are more than those that be against us. And it helps him see spiritually. And he sees this host of heaven surrounding the armies, the hosts of Syria. And I've thought about that a lot. I used to think that meant there were these heavenly hosts just around them. I've come to believe that maybe some of those were grandparents, grandmas, grandpas, uncles, aunts, people on both sides of the veil that get to be part of that host that's for us. And Spencer and Erin, I want you to look around tonight. You're going to be given so much advice in the next 24 hours. But you are surrounded by the hosts, and they that be with you are greater than those that are against you. And with this group of people that love you so much around you, look around. As life throws you these storms, you got it. Not to be serious, but I love you too. I love you both. Excited to have you be part of the family. And we're all family. We're all together.
So I don't know how to toast. Don't even have a toaster at home. But I was just thinking about just two thoughts, I guess. First of all, I'm Spencer's sister. I'm Anna. And Spencer and I, like, when we were little, I don't remember this part too well, but we were best friends, and we'd always like dress up and have a lot of good pictures. Yeah, just because I was little. But like, I have really fun memories of catching wasps in the backyard and then like catching them and putting them in boxes in like school desks, and I don't know, just having fun, or playing dress up, or ambushing the neighbors who were newlyweds, I think, with water. Like, we'd get our water guns and we'd just go and nail them when they'd get back from work, and like just all of these fun things. So Spencer, yeah, so many good things. But then when we were in school, life happens and we get a little bit older and we have our own friends and everything else happens. So it was really cool to see when I got back from my mission. So this past fall I had I had 2 semesters at BYU with Spencer. And that was the first time that I'd actually spent a lot of time around him in the same way in a long time. And I was kind of blown away. I haven't told Spencer this, but I was just blown away by how kind he was to me. Like, how stinking kind. Like, he would bring me food. He would call me up to see how I was doing. He would stop by and see how my day had been, or we would go and run to the soccer fields in the morning and pass, and he would give me tips on being a better soccer player, and he would do so many thoughtful things for me. And that was really special, and I just share that because being able to see what, like, the kind of person that Spencer is now, like, Erin, you've got to be pretty great. I think you're amazing already, but I was just thinking, wow, someone is going to be incredibly lucky. Because I think the world of Spencer, and I'm excited to have a sister. It's been long enough. So that's just what I wanted to share, that I love you guys, support you guys, and you're wonderful.
And if anybody needs pest control in Oklahoma, she can help you. In the Tulsa area, I think, only. Okay, so the order is Liza, Derek, and then Dad. You're up, Liza.
Hello. I'm Liza. I grew up with Erin. We've known each other since we were 6, and this is a really exciting time for us to all be here, and I'm so excited that I was able to come and celebrate Spencer and Erin. I currently live in California, but I owe a lot to the Wankier family. Jill saved my life when I was 7 and I fell in a swimming pool and didn't know how to swim, so I wouldn't be here without Jill today. And Erin always had just the best house to go to growing up. She had a pool, she had the best treats, and for a while I had ulterior motives hanging out with her. But thankfully, those ulterior motives grew into a real friendship. And I've been thinking about what I could say, and I think I could be here for weeks and months on end of how much I love Erin and how much she's blessed my life. Erin and I always have this kind of catchphrase competition game we play with each other. We always just say, she'll be like, "Oh, you're the best," and I'll be like, "No, I'm just following your example." And it's true. Everything Erin's done, I've copied her. She's went to Jerusalem, and I went shortly after. She went on a mission. I followed her, and I did get married first, but she's following right behind me. I married a brunette, and she's marrying a blonde. So we joke that we've kind of lived parallel lives, but Yeah, it's true. Erin's always just been such a light and an influence in my life, and no matter where life has taken us, we've always, we've always, I mean, friendship is mutual, but I would say Erin especially has a gift for keeping in touch with people and letting you know that you're a true friend no matter where you live in the world. And growing up in high school, she is so service oriented. Spencer just said she got back from Zambia, and she's done Camp Kesem and a million other service projects that are insane. She has a crazy gift of being able to do a million things at once and do them well. So she would say that she spreads herself too thin sometimes, but she has amazing time management and keeping track of people's skills. And I was going to say in high school, she had this idea that we would do the kindness crew, and we every week should just think of something new, like making cookies and doorbell ditching it at random people's houses, or just thinking of some way to serve and bless people. And I was lucky enough to be her roommate in college too for a year, and that was the funnest. We've had a lot of good times together, and when I got married, I moved shortly after, and Erin would call me once a week or text me once a week or reach out somehow. And I remember I talked to her one time and was asking her about dating and stuff, and she's like, yeah, I went on a date with this guy. And I was like, yeah, how was it? And she's like, well, like, I don't think it's going to work out. She's too perfect. And it just, I don't know, he's just too perfect. Like, I just don't think it's going to work out. And she's like, but I'm going out with him again this week, and we'll see how things go. And the week after that, she's like, yeah, he's just too perfect. Like, he's just too nice to me. Like everything he says is just right. I just, like, it's got to be wrong because it's too perfect. And in the weeks following that, like, it was amazing to hear. I've heard Erin through a lot of different dating scenarios, and it was just, as her friend, it was relieving to hear just how calm she was about everything and how well things clicked into place with Spencer. And I've heard a lot more about Spencer than I've had time to actually experience with him in person, but they've been all good things. And I'm looking forward to many future couples adventures together. So, but you guys are so well matched for each other, just from what I've heard tonight. And I'm excited to continue to witness the life that you grow together. So congrats.
Where to begin? I'm Derek. I'm Erin's brother. When Erin and I were kids, we would often play the modern masterpiece, Shrek 2, the video game. And sometimes things would get heated. One such occasion, I said something that really got to Erin. I have no idea what it was, but I must have deserved it, because she turned over to me and pistol whipped me with the PS2 controller right here. And Spencer, the reason I tell this story is just a little warning, not to make Erin angry. But all jokes aside, Erin is my best friend, and she has been since we were kids. She is the most beautiful, wonderful person I know, and you are so lucky. Every day, count your blessings, because you know this 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 person. She has stuck by me and loved me through all sorts of things. I've given her so much grief over the years, just being her brother, just being annoying. But like that one time when you got when you got that snow globe that you were so proud of from Hawaii, and I asked to hold it, and you left the room for 2 seconds, and I dropped it. I don't know what happened. I just dropped it. And you were so mad at me. Oh, man. Oh, Erin, I don't know what to say because I know you two are going to do great things together. And Spencer, welcome to the family. I love you, and I know that you're going to make this woman very, very happy. And congratulations, both of you. I love you. There you go, Dan.
So what are the two topics that I can't bring up, Erin? Nothing about the car crash? Which one? My favorite Eliza and Erin story has to do with my PT Cruiser that no longer has a bumper. They backed it out of the garage, and the bumper stayed in the garage. She is amazing. And she's a much better driver now, Spencer. I've had three women in my life that have had the most effect on me. My mother, who loved me more than anything and supported me through everything that I've ever done. And I see so much of my mom and my daughter. The second person that has had the greatest effect on me is my wife. By bringing us together and making me want to be a better person each day. And the last person is my wonderful daughter. She is amazing. The thing about these three women that I love and admire the most is they don't just give their time to an effort, into an activity. They put their whole heart into it, and they give more and more and more, and they give more than 110%. And it's amazing to watch the effort that they put in. When Erin volunteers for something, everyone volunteers for that same project. And it's amazing, the things that she's done. I am so grateful to be her dad. And I'm very excited to have Spencer in our family. When Spencer called me and said he wanted to talk to me, and I go, about what? And we had a great discussion, and we talked about it, and I told him, I said, anything that she wants in the wedding, just say, that sounds great. But it's a privilege to watch both of them together, and they will be incredible together. They have an amazing spirit about them and about the way they come together and do things, and I think it's that 110% plus. Just a quick example of Erin's amazingness is when she got her mission call. Erin, wanted to go to the temple and wanted to really get excited about that. And then, Erin just doesn't go to one temple. She doesn't just go to the temple and try to get ready, prepare for a mission. She wanted to go to every temple in Utah and do a session or go to the temple or do something. And it was really fun to watch. And then 2 days before she left for her mission, she had been to every temple in Utah and done something there and taken pictures of them and been outside except for Monticello. And I go, there's snow outside? It's snowing? No, you can't go to Monticello. So, Spencer, you have to take her to Monticello so that she can actually fulfill that goal. But that just kind of gives you an idea of how she does things. She doesn't just do it halfway. She makes sure that it's right. I am so excited for tomorrow, and I'm grateful that we're all here tonight, and just want to express my love to my family and to your family, and the joy of watching the union come together, and it will grow and develop each day. Thank you.
Hello. Am I supposed to talk now? Okay. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that came. This has really been a really special night for both of us. Do you want to come stand by me? Okay. So not by myself. And we're just so grateful. I'm so excited to marry this man, and it was right. He was too perfect, because he is. He's awesome, and he's incredible, and he inspires and uplifts and strengthens me every day. And I really feel like the luckiest girl in the world to be able to marry him. And I'm so excited to bring these two families together, and I love all of you so much. And I feel like I have to say, like, in the name of Jesus Christ, amen, or something.
There you go. Said it. Guys, thanks so much for coming. We love you. Eat some dessert now. I think it's time for that. And continue to hang out or socialize or leave, whatever you need to do. Thanks so much. We love you.